Hey guys, Horrorboy465 here, and today we're talking about Halloween 6 and Halloween 5's Thorn Plotline. And as you guys know, I have been absent for a while. I do want to apologize for that. But you guys know the deal. I mean, really right now, I'm trying to upload as soon as I can, but I haven't been doing nothing since I haven't uploaded last time. I've actually been doing quite a bit. Worked on some projects. I'm actually working on another project tonight, which you guys will be seeing a little bit later on. I might get on Instagram and leave a link to the channel. But I'm going to be going ghost hunting tonight. So first time doing it, be taking cameras out, going to go investigate a place and see if it's haunted or not. So I'll be doing that, as well as I did a Q&A with Toneboy, did commentary on SWA Independence. I've been working on other videos for a little bit. Did a video with my friend Malik, aka Matsuri, which we haven't done a video in a while, so I've been working on a project with him. So I've been doing things off of this channel since I've been gone. And, it's been really awesome to kind of do those things and, get involved with other channels. These are some really good friends of mine, and they do some really great content. And I just figured it'd be fun to do that for a little bit. But I did want to make another video for you guys because it is ridiculous that I have not uploaded in a while, and I just burped. But, sorry, excuse me. But anyways, I did want to shoot a... What's going on with my audio? Okay, my audio is a little bit delayed. Hopefully it doesn't go into the video at all. If it does, hopefully it fixed itself in the video. But if not, you guys will still be able to hear me. Plus, it's only for a few seconds. But in today's video, I was wanting to do something because I have been reviewing movies. I just haven't been uploading them because I have a couple franchises I want to do, but I want to review a couple movies before them. So I'm just shooting those reviews right now because those are the movies I have seen. And then when I watch more movies, I'll be able to review them for you guys on here. But I figured since I'm not doing a movie review, just kind of also once again celebrate the fact that we're almost to October, we're almost to Halloween, but we're also almost to Halloween 2018, which means that we're going to be seeing, I'm going to be seeing Halloween, the 2018 film, opening night in theaters. Gonna be going there and celebrating. You guys will be seeing a lot of Instagram posts. By the way, leaving my link to the Instagram page in my description below. Because I really am trying to make that Instagram page my most active thing is that Instagram. So hopefully you guys can go and follow it. If you guys don't have Instagram, it's no problem. But if you guys do have Instagram, I'm on Instagram. Look up Horrorboy465. I'm on there. I have a couple of pictures on there right now, and you guys can message me on there. You guys can interact with me on there. You guys can look at all my posts. That's going to be my #1 go-to place to be doing updates for you guys. It used to be Google Plus until it died. Then it used to be Facebook until Facebook started doing bull crap where it charges you to do a page and actually get it out there. So basically, if you post to a Facebook page, only very few people can see it, and you have to pay to get it out there. So Facebook's out of the equation. Twitter, I've been doing for years, but I noticed that it's starting to get less and less people on there, following the news updates and stuff like that. So Twitter's probably out of the equation as well. But Instagram is for sure. I'm having Instagram as my main source of news and updates for you guys. So go check out the Horrorboy465 official Instagram. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get on to the video. Today, we're getting into a very interesting topic because I kind of want to get your guys' thoughts on this. And originally, I was going to live stream this, but then I was like, I haven't done a video in a while, like an actual video in a while. I figured I might as well as do this review right now. Not review, but video right now. And to also celebrate the upcoming Halloween movie, I want to do a lot of Halloween movie discussions because I've done live streams upon live streams with the Halloween movies. I don't know if we've had a giant franchise discussion yet, but if not, we'll get to that. I think we might have. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we might have done that. I'm not too sure. An actual franchise discussion with me, John, Steve, and Gideon. I'm not sure we did that yet, but maybe we did. I don't know. I know that me and Steve did a commentary on Halloween 1. I haven't done a ranking yet, so I'm going to do a ranking of the Halloween series eventually. And I've done reviews for every single movie. So I've pretty much talked about Halloween a lot on this channel. And I was kind of thinking, like, man, new Halloween's coming up. I got to do something to celebrate the fact that we're getting a new Halloween movie, because I'm very hyped for it. I think it's going to be a great movie. Personally, I get where people are coming from with the problems, but I just try to look at it the best I can. You know, I am looking at it as like this. Yes, it may be bad. Yes, it might not be the perfect movie that we're all wanting it to be. But it's still the first Halloween movie in at least, I don't know, 9 years. I think 9 or 8 years. 2009 was when Halloween 2 came out, so probably go up 9 years. It's been 9 years since we've had a new Halloween movie. 9 years. 9 long years. 9 years of remakes and reboots. 9 years of crappy horror films. Not all crappy. I'm not going to sit here and say that the whole past 9 years has been bad. We've had some great movies. Insidious, the series. In my opinion, Paranormal Activity 1. The rest of them, I don't know. I'm a big fan of the marked ones, but I'm probably the only fan of the marked ones. But Paranormal Activity 1, like I said, Insidious, Conjuring 2. I've heard a lot of talk about the Annabelle series. I heard a lot of talk about the Ouija series, and I'm personally a big fan of Unfriended. I actually thought the Evil Dead, the remake, was pretty good. Pretty decent. It was alright. Texas Chainsaw 3D, Leatherface, The Strangers Prey at Night, It Follows, The Babadook. I mean, I can go on and on. There have been great horror films that come out. But what I'm saying is, you know, it's been 9 years since we've gotten an actual Michael Myers movie. And I'm really celebrating that because I seen Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, and the drive-ins, because where I live at, we have like one of the very few drive-ins left. And I swear it's so fun to go there and see movies. Like, it's so retro and vintage and just awesome. Like, I love going to the drive-ins and watching movies. It's a great time. But near us, we have a drive-ins, which is, I think, the only one where I live, and like out of the whole state. So I went there a long time ago and seen Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. So that was over 10 years ago. So it'll be really interesting to go back and see another Halloween movie over 10 years later. So I'm just hyped for the movie, man. I can't wait for it. I got a lot of excitement for it. I think it's going to be a great, thrilling movie. The test screenings have been amazing from what I've heard. Blumhouse has been impressed with the movie. They're really hyping it up, as well as critics that's seen it. They really enjoyed it. So I am very pumped for the new Halloween. But that's not today's discussion. It might be a discussion for later on in the year, or maybe until we get to closer to October. I'll talk about my thoughts on, because we've got to get more news updates and more footage shown before I can actually go down and analyze it. Like, I want to wait till October to kind of just say what I think about the film's production as a whole. But that's not today's video. Today's video involves 2 films. 1 film officially, but 2 films technically. And that is Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, and Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. And these are 2 movies that I bounce back and forth with. That's the thing with those 2 movies. Is that, because after Part 6, I mean, straight up, I'm not a fan of Part 7. Just not a fan, never have been a fan. I feel it's one of the weaker Halloween movies. I know that Laurie Strode is back in it. But what else does it have? I think it has a horrible Michael Myers, a horrible direction by Steve Miner, which is shocking to me because Steve Miner did Jason Part 2, Part 3. He did Lake Placid. He did Day of the Dead, the remake, but that's probably the only other bad movie I know. I haven't seen too many other Steve Miner movies, but he's actually a really good director. I really do like Steve Miner's movies, and I honestly say that. People say that Lake Placid is a guilty pleasure. For me, just an altogether good movie. I actually really like Lake Placid. Big fan of that movie. Heck, I even go out on the limb and say that I like Lake Placid 2, and that is a direct-to-DVD movie. Like I say that I like it. But Steve Miner, I just don't know what he was doing with Halloween H2O because, I don't know, just the look of it, the cinematography, I'm not a fan of it. And well, that's another video for another day as well, probably. I'll probably talk about Halloween H2O one of these days. But today, talking about, like I said, 2 movies that I go back and forth with because usually I either hate Halloween 5 or I think Halloween 5 is okay. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But Halloween 6, I think I did a rant on that. I did a rant on Halloween 5 as well. But honestly, if I would re-review the movies today, I would not give 5 a rant and I would not give 6 a rant. Because, you know, maybe it's just the mood I got to be in to see the movies. Maybe it's just the what we're talking about today, the Thorn plot line. And I wanted to kind of make this a more interactive video. So if you guys are seeing this, I'm going to ask you guys, why do you, if you do happen to be a fan of the Thorn plotline, which this video is not made to dog you guys out. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, why people, I'm just saying this. It's a serious question. I just want to know why people are fans of the Thorn plotline. Because I've been seeing Facebook posts, I have been seeing videos and blogs and all these things about the Thorn plotline and how people are really big fans of it. It has a cult following. Ironic enough, it has a cult following. And, you know, I was thinking about what kind of Halloween discussion video I wanted to make. Like, do I want to do one on H2O? Do I want to do one on why Halloween 5 failed, not Halloween, but why Halloween 5 failed, which I'll do that later on. But I want to do ones on 7, on 5, maybe on part 3 and that controversy, and talk about maybe a video comparing the mask. I don't know. I was wanting to do a lot of videos discussing Halloween because I really want to hype up this new movie. I really want to get it, you know, hyped up for me to watch. But, which I get. It's like, don't overhype it because you're going to hate it. I'm not going to try and go in there and expect to see freaking Casablanca, or I'm going to go in there and see Gone with the Wind, or I'm going to go in there and see The Shawshank Redemption. I'm not hyping up to that level. I'm just saying I'm really excited that we're getting a new Halloween movie, and I want to talk about Halloween so much. So, one idea that I wanted to do was this one that you guys are seeing, a discussion about the Thorn plotline in Halloween 5 and Halloween 6. Halloween 5 won't be talked about that much in this video because, technically speaking, the Thorn plotline wasn't a thing in Halloween 5 because the director and the writer had no clue where they were going with it. They just pretty much made it for the next movie. And it wasn't really established as the Thorn plotline until Halloween 6. So you're going to be hearing a lot more of me discussing Halloween 6 than Halloween 5 in this video. Halloween 5's discussion is for another day. But today, talking about one question that I've always had. Why do people really enjoy the Thorn plotline? Like I said, I'm not making this to dog you guys out. I'm not making this to insult you guys at all who are fans of the Thorn plotline. I just wanted a very simple discussion about the Thorn plotline. You guys can leave it in the comments. We can reply back and forth. Just was wanting to, you know, interact with you guys a little bit about that. But I hear about it all the time. I hear about it in a lot of Halloween discussions, a lot of the Halloween series rankings. People put Halloween 6 all the way up here because they actually really enjoy the Thorn plotline. Now, granted, the Thorn plotline does get a lot of hate as well. It's not like it's the most beloved storyline in the series, but it does have a cult following, as well as Halloween 6. It does have that cult following where people actually really enjoy the Thorn plotline, and they enjoy the film Halloween 6. Now, I enjoy the film Halloween 6 because I think that watching it and hearing about it again and hearing all the points people have about it, I have to agree. I like Halloween 6 because of the atmosphere, the acting. These are all problems that I said that were, you know, oh yeah, the acting sucks. Honestly, looking back on it, it's not that bad of acting. And, you know, watching it again, I actually really enjoyed the acting. It was good for what it was. It did have suspense. It did have an amazing lighting effect to it, which I remember not liking before. But watching it again, I just really got into that look. That sort of blue, and then some scenes are red, and some scenes are orange. It kind of has that Halloween look to it, that October feel to it. It feels like an October season in the movie. I actually really enjoyed the guy who played Michael Myers. Did a great job. The mask was awesome. The kill scenes were great. Definitely had kind of that slasher feel to it. It's just the one thing that brings down Halloween 6 for me is the Thorn plotline. And that's why I wanted to discuss it today. I want to discuss it, give you guys my thoughts on it, and then ask you guys why you guys enjoy the Thorn plotline. If you do. I'm not saying every fan of Halloween does, but if you do happen to enjoy the Thorn plotline, I'm just interested in hearing your guys' thoughts about it. I just was wanting to get some opinions about it. So if you look at the Thorn plotline, the Thorn plotline technically began on Halloween 5, and it's because we had Michael Myers having the weird symbol on his wrist, the guy who wears all black in Halloween 5 having the same tattoo, and how Michael Myers, I don't know if this is like a Thorn thing, but how he can have this psychic connection between him and Janie, because that's the best I can explain it, because that explains it a lot better than what they try to do in Halloween 5. It's like, it's just there for some reason. Maybe it's because she touched his hand and got the darkness or whatever. But, you know, I'm thinking maybe it could tie in with that Thorn plotline. I'm not going to officially say that it does, but it might. But the thing is, in Halloween 5, is that Dominic, Arthur, and Gerard and the writer were both going to put that in the movie. And I think that it was a horrible decision, because if they would not have done that, we would have gotten an actually good Halloween 6 without the Thorn plotline. Because in my opinion, this is going to be a video with my opinions, but in my opinion, the Thorn plotline is awful. But it does have a following. I never understood that. But that's why I'm making this. I want to understand why people are fans of the Thorn plotline. And I'm kind of gonna go over my thoughts on the Thorn plotline and how I feel about it. Again, not to offend anybody. That's not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video to have a discussion. But for me, in Halloween 5, Dominic, Arthur, and Gerard and the writer, I guess they came up with the whole mysterious symbol and the mysterious character who ultimately breaks up Michael Myers at the end of the film. And that mysterious figure would go on to be Dr. Wynn in Halloween 6. And they kind of explain that movie why they broke Michael Myers out of jail, and it kind of gets carried over to that. So far in Halloween 5, all we knew with the Thorn plotline was that it was unconsciously being made. It was the symbols on the wrists, the creepy guy who wears all black, who just shows up in the movie out of nowhere, shows up in the freaking franchise out of nowhere, and maybe the whole psychic connections, maybe, but then again, that could be just because of Halloween 4's ending, I don't know. But with Halloween 6, we get into the why aspect. You know, why are the symbols? Why Michael Myers being broken out? Why this mysterious guy in all black? And in Halloween 6, they go over it as star constellations. That there are certain star constellations to get this symbol in the stars for every event that happened in the series. So in Halloween 1, the stars were, and Halloween 1 and 2, because they took place on the same night, was when the Thorn symbol was in the stars. And the events in Halloween 4, 10 years later, was in the stars. And, you know, the new one, you know, you got Halloween 5's event and the Halloween 6 event. And I never got that because, like, you look at the plot line, it's like, how does that star constellation happen? Because, first of all, it goes from, like, 10 years to 1 year to, like, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years later, 5 or 6 years later when they made Halloween 6. So the star constellation thing I did not get, because I'm like, first of all, how does that happen? First it's 10 years, then it's 1 year, then it's 6 years. Like, come on, man. And for me, the Thorn plotline just kind of weakened Michael Myers. I mean, you think about it. Michael Myers in the first 4 movies. Well, 5, because 5 was unconsciously doing the Thorn plotline. But we're going to say 4 because I guess technically it ties in with part 6. But you can say Part 4 does too, but Part 4 has nothing in it. That's the whole Thorn thing. But even if you include Halloween 5, even if you do that, you know, you look at Michael Myers before the Thorn plotline. He was this unstoppable killer who was hunting down his family. You know, in the first 2 movies, it was his sister, then his niece, in the next 2 movies. And now we're getting to Jamie's baby in this movie. And you take Michael Myers, who just had that motive to go after his family members and kill off his entire family. Made Halloween have its own thing. It wasn't like there was a bunch of teenagers at a camp getting killed off by Michael Myers, or out in the Texas summer getting killed off by Michael Myers. It was Michael Myers hunting down his family members. It became part of the series. And Michael Myers was the shape. He was the evil, the darkness, but he wasn't controlled by anything other than the evil. Really think about it. Michael Myers was just an evil presence that was going after his family members and killing them off one by one. And I guess you could say that maybe in part 2 they mentioned Sam Hain, so it's like, well, that could be tied in as well, but not really, because they didn't make it to where there was guys in druid costumes coming in like in Halloween 6, and like Dr. Wynn being the leader of this cult, and this cult coming in out of nowhere. That's the thing, like, I never got out the throw plotline is like, what does it do for Michael Myers? It does nothing to make him look stronger. It makes him look weak, in my opinion, because now you got him being a puppet. Now, granted, at the end of the movie, he does go in there and kill them all, but still, I mean, you have the fact, like, how in the first place do they control Michael Myers? Because Michael Myers is no puppet. Michael Myers is pure evil. They're telling me these people can control Michael Myers because of a symbol on his wrist and because of the star constellation. Just ridiculous. For me, it's ridiculous, and it's just, I hate to be that blunt about it, but, you know, when people are telling me, yeah, it's a good storyline, it's a really good storyline, I just don't understand why people think it's a great storyline. For me, first of all, what did it do for the franchise? It kind of destroyed the franchise, because it was introduced in Halloween 5, which kind of failed, and then Halloween 6, a lot of people didn't like the Thorn plotline. They loved everything else. It was just like, the Thorn plotline is the one thing in Halloween 6 that I honestly don't care for. If I go back and watch it again, after I went back and watched it again, that's how I felt. I'm like, man, it's actually a pretty decent movie. I just wish there wasn't the Thorn plotline in it, because really it doesn't do anything for the series. First of all, it makes it not make sense, makes it confusing, makes it ridiculous, and in my opinion, just stupid. It just sounds like a stupid plot line. And you have these people wandering in to like certain parts of the movie with freaking druid costumes and them doing rituals. I'm like, why is this in a Halloween movie? And in a Halloween 5, at the very beginning of it, Michael Myers was supposed to be involved with this sacrifice. Like, this guy, remember the old guy who found him in Halloween 5 after he fell down the river? That guy was supposed to be some sort of, like, I don't know, ritual guy. He's going to do ritual with Michael Myers, and Michael Myers killed him. And I guess that was supposed to be how the movie opened. But they said, nah, we don't want a ritual in the movie, so we're going to take it out and put in this old guy who gets killed. Which, thank goodness they did that, because at least we didn't get the druids being brought back into Halloween 5, or being introduced into Halloween 5. It would have been just stupid. Just stupid. So I never got that. I'm like, and Dominic Olsen Gerard, you're going to be hearing the name a lot in this discussion and in the next discussion, because he's to blame for most of the stupid stuff in Halloween 5. And I think it's either him or the writer's fault who came up with the idea to include something that you don't even know what it means into a film. Just to put in there and say, oh yeah, for the next movie. Why? Why would you do that? Why not just put in something that makes sense? Why not take out the whole Thorn crap? Take out the whole... Hey, there's a lot of stuff that Dominic Olsen Gerard did in that freaking movie that was messed up. That I thought was just bad. I thought he completely messed up that movie. But One of the things that either he or the writer did, I can't remember who did it, but if it's him or the writer, I wish they did not do this, was include the Thorn tattoos and the guy wearing all black, rescuing Michael Myers, stalking people. Like, it's just didn't make sense. So in Halloween 5, it didn't, even if you look at the Thorn plotline in that movie, it just did not work. And then in Halloween 6, like I said, it's just, first of all, the Thorn plotline doesn't make any sense, make Michael Myers look weak. For me, it's just out of place. It is something that should not be in a Halloween movie. We should not be having guys in sacrificial outfits, these druid outfits, worshiping the Thorn symbol, and Paul Rudd talking about star constellations and the Thorn constellation, talking about how in the first 4 or 5 movies this is what happened. You know, this is the events that happened on this constellation. It's like it's just out of place. It's like, why are we bringing star constellations and cults and rituals into a Halloween movie? Just never got that. And there are some people that hate Halloween 3 and that love Halloween 6. I'm like, Halloween 3's plotline, I think, is a little bit more tolerable than that. And it sounds cooler, you know. If you're going to hate Halloween 3 and love Halloween 6, like, plotline-wise, I just don't understand that. I think it's a more scarier and cooler idea to have these masks that have these symbols on them, to where if kids wear them on Halloween, they're going to get killed. They're going to have bugs and snakes and cockroaches and grasshoppers and all the kinds of bugs and critters you can think of. All these different bugs and stuff coming out of their mask, out of their head, to kill them. Like, for me, that's a much more scarier, much more creepier plot line than having people in, like, literally the most generic cult you can think of. Just wearing the cult druid thing with the symbol on it. And you never really find out why there's a Thorn cult. Other than a long time ago during Halloween, and, you know, people used to dress up in costumes to ward away the spirits, and that Michael Myers' evil is this thing that came from the Thorn stuff, and it's just confusing. You never really get an answer, like, why? Just why a Thorn cult? Why constellations? And in the producer's cut, it's ridiculous because Paul Rudd literally uses magic rocks to stop Michael Myers. And I heard that in producer's cut, Michael Myers, like, rapes Janie to get the baby born, I think. I know for a fact that someone said he raped Jamie. He raped Jamie. And I'm just like, why? Why are they making Michael Myers do stuff like this? This is not how Michael Myers should be. It's just ridiculously crazy that they went with this idea. And if you look at it, that's the downfall of the series. Is right when Halloween 5 had it, because it had that other stupid stuff in it. But, you know, technically speaking, it did have the Thorn plotline involved with it. Just loosely, I guess. And then after 5, we had 6, and people actually really enjoyed 6. It's just the Thorn plotline. That's what most people say. It's just a Thorn plotline. It just does not. And I just don't get how someone can hate Halloween 3, but yet, oh, I love Halloween 6's Thorn plotlines. I don't understand that. I really don't get that. And if you are a fan of Thorn plotline, that's fine. I just don't understand it. That's why I was telling you, if you're a fan, please explain to me in the comments, like, write me a comment so I can get more into it, so I can kind of understand why the Thorn plotline is popular. Like, it was only in 2 movies, one unofficially, one officially. It kind of was the downhill slide of the series. It put Halloween 6 from being a great movie to just being a good movie for me. And it's just, look at it, just logically doesn't make sense. Storyline doesn't make sense. Just sounds stupid, sounds lame in my opinion. Makes Michael Myers look weak. Makes Michael Myers look out of character. You know? granted, Michael Myers in the movie Halloween 6 is a much more vicious Michael Myers. You know, he explodes some guy's head. You know, when he stabs people, it's brutal. You know, he slits a guy's throat. Um, it's pretty bloody death scenes, and at the end of the movie, he's killing people left and right in that strobe light scene in the hospital, the autopsy, wherever it's at. Um, so at least they try to make Michael Myers look as powerful and as tough as they can, but still, it's like, you know, you have these people controlling Michael Myers, and these people are following Thorn. It's like, why are you following the Thorn constellations? Why? So you can control Michael Myers? And I guess it's like, well, yeah, it's like, well, why try that if he's gonna freaking snap out of it and kill all of you? It's like, you look at it logically, and you try to, at least for me, I'm trying to look at this logically, and I'm just like, this does not make sense. For me, it just does not make sense why it was in the franchise. But, you know, it is what it is. There's a lot of fans of the Thorn plotline. I just kind of wanted to get this out there. Just, Thorn plotline has a really big cult following. Not really sure why. If you are a fan of the Thorn plotline, just let me know down below in the comments what your thoughts are on the Thorn plotline. Or even if you're not a fan, just let me know what your thoughts are on the plotline itself. But, yeah, the Thorn plotline never got the hype, never got the, not the hype, but like I never got why people actually enjoyed that plotline more than Halloween 3. Yeah, just a very weak plotline, but a very interesting one to have a discussion about. But anyways, guys, I've rambled on and on for a long time, 30 minutes, so we're gonna have to cut this video and kind of end it. But anyways, guys, I just want to say thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys were hyped for Halloween 2018. I definitely am. And I'll see you guys in the next video. The Explorer of Horror is out.